Hi friends! So the story that I'm going to read is called Keoki and the Secret Island, and it's actually written by Fred Okumura, and the publisher, I should have looked this up earlier, is, I'm not sure. Oh, Mutual Publishing. So this book is actually a really special book because Fred Okumura was the former principal or dean of the lower school at Iolani School, and I actually used to work with him. So he gave this book to my sons, and I think this book is really important right now because all of our first grade friends are studying about the ocean and ocean animals. There are a lot of important themes of aloha and malama and kuleana. So a lot of our 5 agreements are included in this book. And also with what's going on in the world right now, Keoki has a very special relationship with his grandparents. So a lot of important themes about how we take care of our grandparents and especially older folks that live in our homes. So I think this is a really good book to be reading right now. So Keoki and the Secret Island. Keoki and his grandparents live in a simple hale near the ocean. He caught fish, and his grandparents grew vegetables in their garden. They were poor, but loved one another very much. One morning, while walking along the beach, Keoki saw 2 younger boys being mean to a seal. One boy was hitting it with a stick, and the other was throwing stones at it. "Leave that seal alone," Keoki shouted. "It's not bothering anyone." Keoki took the stick away. When the boy tried to grab it back, he accidentally broke Keoki's puka shell necklace. Keoki's grandparents had taught him to be kind to people and animals, so he couldn't stand to see the seal mistreated. "Don't hurt it," said Keoki. The boys apologized and walked away with their heads down. Then Keoki helped the injured seal into the ocean. He was so worried about the seal that he forgot his shells. A few days later, Keoki was fishing. The seal appeared and said, "Hello, Keoki. Mahalo for helping me the other day." Keoki was startled because he had never heard a seal speak like a human. "You're welcome," he answered politely. The seal continued, "Because you were kind to me, I'm going to take you to a secret island. Hop on my back." So Keoki sat on it like a paniolo riding a horse, and away they went. Keoki and the seal arrived on the sandy shore of the island, and as soon as he stood in the clear, warm water, the seal changed into a lovely girl. She explained, "I'm really a princess. This is where I live with my father and mother, the king and queen." There was a magnificent palace. It had more rooms than Keoki could count, the tallest palm trees he had ever seen, beautiful flowers, and even a stable of horses. "I've never seen such a spectacular place," marveled Keoki. The king and queen were grateful that Keoki had rescued their daughter, so they hosted a royal luau. The feast included kalua pig, lobster, crab, poke, squid luau, opihi, poi, and haupia. Musicians and a hula dancer provided the entertainment. "I've never seen so much fine food," observed Keoki. The next day, the princess led Keoki to the beach to introduce him to seals, dolphins, turtles, giant seahorses, birds, peacocks, and dogs. "These are my friends. We can play with them. We could have so much fun," thought Keoki. The king and queen invited Keoki to live with them and be a brother to their daughter. The king made a tempting offer. "If you decide to live here, everything that you have seen will be yours, and you can play every day, no chores. The only condition is that you can never return to your island. Keoki thought about the king's generous offer for 3 days and nights. He could have everything that he had ever dreamed about, but he was troubled. He did not sleep well, and he lost his appetite. The princess worried about him. Finally, Keoki announced, "I'm grateful for the royal treatment which you have given me. You have the best home, finest food, and friendliest playmates. Also, the thought of playing all the time sounds great. However, my grandparents have taken good care of me since before I could swim. I love them very much and need to help them now that they are old. My place is with them." The princess was sad, but she understood Keoki's feelings. She gave him a box as a gift. In it was his white puka shell necklace. It had been repaired, and one pink shell had been added. She said, "Although we will never see each other again, you can have this to remember me." She turned into a seal once again and gave him a ride back to his island. Keoki, his grandparents were joyfully reunited. After hugging one another, they waved goodbye to the seal princess, who was wearing a pink puka shell necklace with one white shell. And that's the end of our story. All right, see you later, navigators.